Greetings and salutations! This is the Justin. Alright. Today what I'm going to be talking about, I don't know how to put this, so bear with me. Why the entertainment industry doesn't care about comic book fans. I think that's PC. I really want to say why directors and casters don't care about comic book geeks. But that would be mean and harsh and cruel. But here goes the thing. I have become aware of a very extremely rapidly growing fad in Hollywood, and that is to cast actors in roles of comic book characters that they do not belong, simply because they know that people who don't read comics will go see the movie because of that actor. And that's just it's not the only reason why the film industry really doesn't care about comic fans. But to me it's the biggest reason. Because you can have a crappy comic book movie based story, right? Let's pick one. Let's say X-Men 3. Okay, horrible story. If it happened in the comics, it would be different because that's up for debate. Comics are purely opinionated. They are a matter of taste, and things are changed at the discretion of the writers. That's different. Besides, Marvel hasn't stuck to continuity in almost 25 years, so who gives a crap who dies in comics anymore, am I right? I'll make a kick the bucket tomorrow, and I can go 2 shelves down to the back issues and read, oh, Aunt May's alive again. Don't have to face reality. But it's different in comics that way. We can change things. We can do things that, that people in the film industry can't do. But here goes my thing. Like I was saying, X-Men 3 was a horrible story. Yet, it had Kelsey Grammer in it. Now, I know that seems like what? Yeah, but he was an excellent choice for Beast. He was. And a lot of people who I know, a lot of the older people that I know who don't read comics, and even some who did, went to go see X-Men 3 because they want to see Kelsey Grammer kick some butt. They want to see Frazier have at it. A little bit of the fisticuffs, And that's what they got. Despite the horrible story, despite the lackluster acting, they got Kelsey Grammer in a blue furry suit beating the crap out of people. Now, that's the difference between a director like Brett Ratner and a director like Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan cares about comic book fans. He cares about the Batman fan base. He cares about the characters. The producers have been pressuring him to put Robin in the series ever since Batman Begins. And he has said 9. No way. Not doing it. Although he's not Italian or from Brooklyn. That's just my interpretation of his voice. But he didn't do it. Why? Because it wouldn't have fit. There was nobody in Hollywood at that time who fit in playing Robin in his hyper-realistic world. There was no one. Frankie Muniz, he jokingly said, he would, I would hire Frankie Muniz, and the producers were actually like, oh, okay, and he was like, no, you idiots, I'm not doing that. It was supposed to be a threat, but it shows how much they don't care. They just want a quick buck, But Christopher Nolan cares. That's the reason why he cast Heath Ledger, because he knew that Heath Ledger was going to bring something new to the Joker, instead of just casting the obvious, like casting Stephen Carell as the Joker, which would have probably been hilarious, but it went against the grain. Nobody saw A Knight's Tale coming, or the Brokeback guy, or the 10 Things I Hate About You guy just doing the most awesome performance of the year. Nobody saw that. And I mean, what would we have if we didn't take that chance? But yeah, and so it's, the older I get, the less and less angry I get at Hollywood, because I realize now there's a business for them. There are very few higher up in Hollywood anyway. The directors and the writers, they love movies. The casters, the casters, that's not even the correct, the casting people and the producers do not love movies. They love money. They want money. They want to be able to put somebody in a movie who's going to have draw. Right? So when I hear things like Chris Evans being cast as Captain America, when I hear about Ryan Reynolds playing Green Lantern and Deadpool, when he's obviously only good for one of those roles, it makes me mad, it pisses me off, but the older I get, it's like, whatever. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Because, honestly, I mean, as long as we have people like Christopher Nolan, as long as we have the Guillermo del Toros, as long as we have the Peter Jacksons, we will be fine. Even the God, what's his name? How can I forget his name? Just freaking said it 2 minutes ago. The director of Watchmen. Yeah. As long as we have guys like those working on comics and comic book movies, we will be fine. To me though, the problem only seems to lie at Marvel. DC screwed up big time with Green Lantern, but I mean, we don't even know if Green Lantern's gonna be good or not. But I'm just saying, as far as that's just obviously, my girlfriend even said, it looks Marvel-y. It looks like something that Marvel, and it does. It looks like a green Iron Man. And I really hope that DC doesn't fall into that, because DC's movies have really been kind of trying to hold on to their integrity. Even the Snorefest, known as Superman Returns, was still a Superman story. It wasn't the best, but meh. So yeah. So next time you hear about something that a director is doing, or the next time you see a set pick that looks nothing like their suit, and all of a sudden you turn into President Nixon. That's a horrible suit. I would never do that. I mean, just remember, they don't care about comic fans. The movie industry doesn't care about comic fans. They use our characters. They use our stories, but they don't care. Have a nice day.